You know the field, you know there's a lot of research done on this field of transcendental meditation. And the research shows that the body does settle down, a lowering of the temperature, if you like, an increasing ordering. Certainly, a lowering of the mental temperature as the mind moves towards stillness, yet the body, the brain waves line up peaks and troughs, the stress hormones drop. Chemicals like lactate in our cells that are a result of activity drop. Even in the very cells, activity is slowing down. Oxygen consumption, where breath stops for 15-30 seconds when the mind is still. And then those changes start to linger in action, so that when you come back to activity more and more, your mind is retaining that order, that organization in the middle of activity. And the results in health. There are so many benefits then. Less anxiety, 4 times less anxious than for any other meditation or relaxation. You have factors relating to heart disease, improvement in blood pressure, reduction in smoking, less angina, less plaque in blood vessels in those who are regularly meditating, less attendance at hospitals. For heart disease, 87% less attendance for those doing meditation versus those not. And all hospital admissions, far less for those meditating. But in terms of aging, all the measures of age that correlate with age seem to some extent reversed for those practicing TM. The ESR, the sediment rate, which increases with age, is reduced in meditators than in their peers who are not meditating. Dihydroxyepiandrosterone is a chemical, it's a hormone which increases in our bodies with age, and there are some indications that it's associated with increasing diseases, even some cancers. And yet meditators have lower levels, people doing TM have lower levels. And in any measure of age, those that are recognized, you find that TM meditators are lower. Up to 3 years meditating, they're 5 years younger. Up to 10 years meditating, they're beyond 3 years meditating, they're up to 11 years younger physically than their biological age on these measures. And those over the age of 80, in comparison to non-meditators, 3 years later, not one meditator using TM had died, whereas the comparison group, 40% had died. Mm. And 8 years later, they had 65% higher survival rates. Mm. And 15 years later, in studies done on 80-year-olds, they were still 31% increased mortality, increased lifespan. So in terms of Rasayana, transcendental meditation is profound.